Hi peeps. So I was wanted to share my glue book. Sorry, I got totally tongue tied for some reason. Yeah, so I don't have a huge amount of pages. Let me just fix you a little bit. I feel like you're a little crooked. But I wanted to share a few of my pages because I've been asked a couple of questions about it. So the book that I am using, I think this was like a sketchbook or some type of journal. I got it years ago on clearance at Michael's. I think for like $3. Yeah. So this is that's all it is. I think it's a that's the same, but and when I started this whole glue book thing, I didn't know what I was gonna. I didn't really know what to do. So as I talk to you, I'll flip a little bit. So in the beginning, I was just kind of gluing on pretty pictures. I have this thing. I love outdoor pictures. I don't know why. I guess because I really want like a backyard, but I live in an apartment, so I love pictures like this. And so I was just gluing pictures on that was outdoor. And then I started adding words. So this is about wanting to one day do like a road trip with my honey. At the time, I didn't have a honey, but I have one now. Um, and then here's another outdoor picture, and I just found these words as refresh and restore, and I started putting the dates on them at that time. And then, oh yeah, here's another one. I just started adding words. Yeah, I really didn't know where I was going with this. But then I started watching Pack or Die, and I was getting a little bit more comfortable. So I don't know what I was thinking when I put this page together. I saw this big wine glass, and somehow I found these legs. And I don't know, in my mind, the legs belonged in the glass. And then I found this word that says overboard, and I'm like, she went overboard in the glass. I don't know. I have no idea. And of course, I have to always have butterflies and everything. And I don't know this. It was a lime here, and then I put a clock over the lime. I don't know where I was going with this, but I love this page. I have no clue where I was going with it. So in the beginning, like I said, when I was watching Pack or Die, I didn't have this book, and I was putting together um, just with some, I think it was mixed media paper. And so I'm going to kind of go backwards a little bit because I recently took those pages out to add them to this because I never remember where I put that little homemade little album that I put together. So, I didn't know like what the best paper to use when I was doing this whole glue book thing. And this texture paper is not really the best because it doesn't really hold the glue book well. And then of course you get the little texture in in your magazine image. So I started getting a little bit more comfortable in these pages. As you can see, this one was about the song Superwoman by Alicia Keys. And that song always reminded me of my bestie because I feel like she's like Superwoman. She does it all. And she stays beautiful while she does it, which to me is just craziness because I would have like been in a mental institution if I did all the things that she does. But anyway, yeah, so that's what this was about. And I was thinking I probably should have did the lettering in white instead of black, but it's fine. Yeah, I had found this kind of like Supergirl, and I just put this S on it, and yeah, and I just wrote the lyrics in the back. And then this one came about just, I don't know, this woman was in the mirror, and I put, talk to yourself like you would someone you love. I just thought that was, I thought it was a nice little quote. And I just kind of did some stamping, and I used my Dilution stencil to do the border. And at this time I was still adding my date. And so one day I'll put something on here. I don't, like I said, I don't really like the whole texture thing, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just paint it or something. So like I said, I'm going to go backwards to show you the beginning. So this is one of the very, very beginning ones. This is when I wasn't really comfortable, I always kept thinking I'm going to mess it up, and I didn't want to write on anything. So I just kind of collaged some pictures. There's this die cut flower behind her, and I just went around it with my white gel pen and put this clock, and then I just found this quote and just kind of glued it on there. And this was in 2016 again. So, and then this one I never did anything. I don't know where I was going with this, but one day maybe I'll finish it. I don't know. But see, this came from the book that I made. So, okay, so now we can start, because I kind of go from back to front to back, because of the spine. I'm afraid that it's going to get really, really huge, and I won't be able to stop it from breaking. So again, I'm going to go with this page first, because this is one of the other pages that I did in the beginning before I got more comfortable kind of going crazy with writing and stuff. Yeah, I found this woman, and this, I don't know if it was a hat or it was a home decor piece. I don't know what it was, but to me it looked like a hat. And then I found these glasses, and then like I said, I always got to put butterflies and everything. So I just put the butterfly in between, and I think I painted her. Yeah, I painted her lips, and then I found this quote, and that's how this came about. And then the background was supposed to be like representing chaos. You know, like when the TV back in the day, those of you who are young probably don't know, but back in the day, the TV used to shut off, and you just get that static. So that to me was representing the chaos. And then this, the whole beauty and her glasses. So that's where I was going with that quote. And then this page here, so this was a lipstick ad, and then she had a purse. So I did a process video on this one. So you'll see, I'll link all the ones that I did process videos down in the description below. But yeah, she had a purse, and I kind of cut under her fingers and put this heart on top of the purse, and then I put some wings on her and a crown, and then I added the quote. And I was a little nervous about writing. I was going to do it in pencil first, and then I was just like, it's taking too long. I'm just going to go for it. And so, yeah, I did the quote. And it says, at the end of the day, all you need is hope and strength. Hope that it will get better, and strength to hold on until it does. And I love that quote. So she's holding on to her hope. So that was that one. And then, like I said, I started getting more brave with doing some writing. I'm not good at the whole lettering thing. I probably should practice it, but I don't know. One day maybe I'll just devote one little journal to kind of practice my lettering. I probably should do that sometime, like keep it by my bed when I can't sleep. But I just kind of go for it, and this tore. I think it was tore when I put it in here, but anyway. So I love black and white photos because I like to bring color to them. So I think, okay, this was a page from an art book, and I just wrote the quote, and then I cut it out. Yeah, I cut it out and pasted on top. And then these flowers were an accident because I ran out of ink, so my flowers came out this color, and I liked it, and I just went with it. And I just did her lips the color of the that was in the flower, and just some butterflies. And I just really have fun with the page, and I just like to go for it sometimes. In the beginning, I didn't, but now I just like to go for it. So again, another black and white page. Sorry about the NYC noises in the back. I think I did a process video on this one as well. And I just added these pink flowers. And then she looked like she was walking away from something. So I just kind of found a quote. I always find something on Pinterest that kind of goes with what I'm thinking when I look at a picture, an image. So it says, knowing when to walk away is wisdom. Being able to is courage. Walking away with your head held high is dignity. So I kind of wrote that. And as you can see, I didn't have enough room, but it kind of goes because it's like away, away from that. So I don't know. And then I just kind of doodled some flowers around there and added, of course, a butterfly and another butterfly. So there's not a ton of thought, which is a good thing. When I do these, did I show that one? Yeah, show those. Okay. And then this one is my most recent. You guys saw me do a process video on this one. And this one came together not quick at all. Like this one took me a long time because I just kept feeling like something was missing, and I was like, I shouldn't have chose this background because I wasn't feeling it, and I don't know. So much went on with this. I didn't know what to do. But in the end, it started coming together, and I was just like, okay, I'm just going to let it go and be happy with it. And yeah, not really too much to explain with that one. You guys saw the process video of that one. And so these are all empty. So we're going to go backwards again. Do I have anything on that side? No. Okay, so this one was really quick because I just thought she was just so stunning that I didn't want to mess with her looks at all. So I just added the flowers. I found this big word that said beauty. I added a couple little butterflies and a little bit of flowers underneath and did a little bit of doodling, and that was it. And for some reason, this is, I think it's from the white gel pen. It is rubbing off on her, and I'm a little sad about that. And it rubbed off on here as well. So this one I love. I have a process video of this one too. I love this one, and I just went with the whole blue and white and black theme. I'm mad that it came out so wrinkly though, but it is what it is. I think I painted the background, and then I added the flowers, and then I went with all the blue and black and white butterflies and did a lot of doodling, and I, went over her eyebrows and added some dots on her eyelashes. So the whole blue theme came from her eyes. Her eyes to me was just, I don't know, they kind of stood out, and I just was like, I'm going for the whole blue. So that's where it came, because everything else was black and white, but her eyes was just, I don't know. That's what I kept focusing on. And so I did her lips blue and added some stickles on there and did a lot of doodling around. And that was pretty much it. Okay, so this one I love too. The only reason why I didn't do any hand lettering on this is because this quote was too long and I didn't think I was going to be able to fit. And I really wanted this word inner strength on there. So I just, used my computer and typed out the quote and then cut it out. And then this is, what's her name? Jillian something. I don't know. She was on I think The Biggest Loser or something. She's climbing that rope. So I was thinking about strength. So that's where I was going with this. And then I found the word inner strength. And so I went and found a quote. It says, when you face difficult times, know that challenges are not sent to destroy you. They are sent to promote, increase, and strengthen you. Joel Osteen. So once again, I always gotta have flowers and butterflies. So I add that. And I just, I was trying to cover this up because I should have painted it, but I didn't. I put washi tape, and then I tried to ink it, and it just wasn't working. And I just put thank you, Jesus, because of course that's where I get my inner strength from. And then this one, I don't know. See, again, the white was rubbing off. I don't know why. I guess when I use paint in the background, it rubs off. I don't know why that's happening. But I didn't know where I was going with this. I liked her. I thought she needed some flowers in the back. I never had a quote for her. I put this ring on her head because I thought it just looked cute. So I don't know. One day I'll finish it. I'll find the right quote and I'll finish her. I gotta do something about this white because it's driving me crazy. But that is that. And then this one I did on the couch. This was one of my couch things. And I really loved how this one came out. So this is what started the whole thing off. This background piece here. It's a cigarette ad, believe it or not. And the colors were just bright. And I had this image of this woman, and I thought she was so beautiful. And so the song that I think I expressed my love of the song True Colors by Cyndi Lauper before. And you know what's so funny, you guys? When I was looking through my little place where I keep all my images and my words, I found the word True Colors in a whole, like I cut the word True Colors out something. It's so funny. But anyway, so that's how this came about. And so I struggled a little bit with this page because at first it was just all black and white with this being color. And then I was like, I didn't know about my whole handwriting. I was like, I'm taking a chance because it was a little bumpy and I was doing it on the couch. And it's not perfect. My lettering is not perfect. But I was like, I'm just going to go for it. And I did. And I was happy with the results. And I had this half piece of flour, so I added that on there. And I just used my white gel pen. And this is gelato. Gelato? No, sorry. Is it gelato or watercolor? Um, Watercolor. It's a watercolor. And I think, yeah, it's watercolor. I think it's watercolor. Um, yeah, and of course the butterfly, because like I said, I always gotta have butterflies everywhere. And then I just doodled around it with my markers, and I went around it with white. And then in between this, it had actually only said color, and I had to. It's funny because I put this S upside down, but I found this S on another ad, and it happened to be the perfect size, and it was in a different color. So I'm like, that is just perfect. But I glued it upside down, but it's fine. And I wanted it to blend though with the other colors. So I went around the whole thing in black so it'll look like it was meant to say colors. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but yeah. So that's how this came about. And then of course I have to have butterflies, tons of butterflies because I love them. And yeah. So that's it. My glue books are pretty, I mean my pages are pretty simple. So this is my most recent page. I think this is the last one. This is my most recent. So let me explain this page really quick. So I had this page with J-Lo. This is J-Lo, in case you didn't know. And then I had these speakers. Now initially, when I had these, I knew I wanted them to be together on one in a spread. But I was thinking I wanted it to be like a fun quote because I'm like, boy, a lot of my quotes are in here are like really deep and like not sad, but like deep or motivational, which is good. But I wanted something fun because you're like, she's dancing. I mean, it's J Lo. You know, we got the speakers, and I was thinking I was gonna put some kind of cute little dancing quote or about something about rocking out or something. And this quote popped up in my when I was looking on Pinterest, and I was like, ah. And at first I was like, no, I'm gonna look for something fun, and I went past it, but it just something just kept on nagging me, and I was like, forget it, I'm just gonna go for it. So I did this in bed, so my lettering is crooked, and I didn't care. Once I got started, and then I was like, Okay, I had the lettering. I put the speakers on. And I was like, this looks, and I just had her. I didn't have any of the words except for the quote. I was like, this looks stupid. It looks plain, like I need to do something. So I just kind of started with my white gel pen, just kind of doodling around the speakers, and then I thought, oh, it would be kind of cool to put some words in the stones. So I started putting words that because the quote is, if you stumble, make it part of the dance. So I was thinking about things that make you stumble in life or make you feel down or whatever, or things that stop you. Like I was thinking about things like that. So I started putting stuff like insecurity, failure, fear, defeat, shame, disappointment, stress, anxiety, depression, doubt, unworthy, weak, hate. And then I was like, okay, so let's put some positive stuff in here. So I had her shadow down here. So I was like, self confidence, respect. And then I was like, oh, I have this little space over here. So I put self worth, faith, courage, positivity. And then I was like, these mountains back here. And I went self love. And then I just added the music notes. And then I just put some dots on the ends of her hair. Um, and of course, I outlined her in black. And then I went over here and I was like, oh, but I have these black spaces. And so I just started putting more positive words. So, like, the negative words was in the black and the positive words was in the white. So I put acceptance, drive, self care, choose joy, passion, peace, kindness, love, gratitude, really tiny. And yeah, so, and I did a little bit of doodling, not a lot. I kind of highlighted it with a white pen to kind of make these words kind of stand out a little bit. And that was pretty it. I did this in bed. I was supposed to do a process video on this, but the lighting, I didn't like the lighting in the last video. And so it had already gotten darker by the time I finished editing that video. So I'm like, ugh, I don't want to have to struggle with lighting. And then I was tired, but I still wanted to do a page. So I was like, I'll just do the page. I initially was just going to glue it down. And then it kind of just went from there. I went and got my little bag of markers. And then this is what happened. So this is watercolor as well. And that's pretty much it, you guys. That's it. I think that is pretty much it. So, yeah, I just do this because, I create for others. I create journals, as you guys know, for others, Monday through Friday. Well, I was actually doing it 7 days, to be honest, and I was starting to feel a little burnt out, and I was feeling like I was missing creating for myself, and I'm like, my stories aren't getting told, and I'm not feeling satisfied creatively. So I was like, okay, for now I'm gonna start to take the weekends off. Um, so that's what I've been doing, and I've been doing just something for me. So whether it's my glue book, um, I started doing, well, trying to do journaling every day. I'll share that once I get a few more pages. I'm a little bit behind in that one, so I gotta get that one caught up. But kind of like the Hobonichi style, but I'm not doing any drawing. I'm just kind of like my smashing, but it's like smashing my day kind of thing. So yeah, I kind of combine those two together. So yeah, so I hope this answered any questions. If you have any more questions, I'll be happy to share. Like I said, I was totally inspired by Pat Dye. I'm gonna link her down in the description box below. She doesn't make as many videos as she used to. I guess life is busy or whatever, and then she has little kids, so little kids and older kids. So I know it's probably very difficult to get time to do that. But I tend to watch her videos over and over again. They are so inspirational, and that's where I got my inspiration from. I'm not the first person to do this. There are a bunch of people who do glue books or magazine collage, or I guess mine is kind of more on the, I mean, there's different styles. Some people like cut pages out of magazines and just glue on pretty pictures that they like, which is perfectly fine. I tried doing that, like when I did in the beginning, like when I was doing stuff like this. I mean, it's nice, but I was a little bored with myself. And then for me personally, adding a bunch of little images, that's, to me, that's too much. I like looking at other people's, but for me to do it, yeah, I can't do it. That's too much. It's too much. So I kind of found that this is the style that I like to do. So this is what makes me happy, and I feel like I'm being creative, and it's not stressful, and it flows really easy. I'm not like stressing out about if it's crooked, or like, with my lettering, I didn't care if that my lettering wasn't the best, or if it was crooked, or it wasn't fancy or whatever. I just wanted to do it, and I did, and I felt good afterwards. So, that's my thing. So, like I said, I hope that helped. If you have any questions, I'm going to try my best to stay on schedule with my Gluebook Sundays. And at least put out one process video of my Gluebook Sundays. I really need to have a stack of magazines that I'm looking at that I really need to go through and pull pages out so I can get rid of that stack. I did really good because I got rid of a huge stack of magazines, and I need to go through the ones that I have now, and I need to just pull out what I like and then get rid of the rest, because there's no need of having all those magazines if they're just going to sit there. So that's it, you guys. So thank you so much for watching again. Have a wonderful weekend, because I probably won't talk to you until then. Oh, really quick, I forgot something. So what I wanted to share with you guys, in my last video, when I did my haul video, I was telling you guys that I had this fabric for that I wanted to use on this recipe journal. So I have a couple of fabrics that I had pulled out. These I got from Danny's shop, and she used this one actually today in her video, her live this morning. So I have this one with the rooster, and isn't that perfect? That's so perfect. Like the same kind of, I don't know what you call this style. I call it country because I don't really know what to call it. And then I have this one with the little bear with the apples. That one's so cute, and the apples match. So I have this one. It's super cute. Look at the bears. Oh my God, the bears are so adorable. Oh my gosh. So that one, I don't know which one to use. And then this one is kind of like a patchwork. Not patchwork, but I don't know what to call it, you guys. I don't know. And then this one I have. I don't know. I think one of these, I'm feeling one of these. I don't know. I'm curious of what you guys think. So let me know. Put it down in the description below which one you think I should use for this. And then maybe we'll do that. So I have those. Okay. So then I was talking about the other binder, which is this one, right? So when I did the custom journal for my last customer, she had a kind of like that Tiffany blue, and I used this fabric on the spine. So I could use this. It still matches. It has pink and it has the blue. Or my favorite, this one, but it has the pink but doesn't have the blue. And then I have this one that has the blue, but it doesn't have the pink. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I'm sure I probably have some more in here, but I just wanted to share my thoughts and get your thoughts if you have any, if you want to chime in on what you think. All right, you guys, let me go. I'll see you next time and have a great bye.